Hello, my name is Bailey and welcome to my channel. What's up? How you doing? I'm starting a reading vlog. I haven't done like a proper reading vlog in a while. Like, I know I just posted a reading vlog, but that's like one half vlog, less reading vlog, more just vlog, and one half discussion about Supernova. I'll link it in the cards, but yeah, that was a mess. This vlog will be a mess as well, but hopefully more of a traditional reading vlog mess. So yeah, I'm Bailey. Nice to see you. Yeah, what's up? Oh, school sucks. I am so stressed, and my mental health is shit right now. I am just in a horrible place. So that's great. But yeah, this is a vlog. I look like a mess, but that's we can't fix it now, it's too late. But yeah, I'm currently reading 2 things like actively. If you look at my Goodreads, I'm reading like 20 things, but we're not gonna talk about that. The first thing I'm actively reading is Lin Tang and the Pirate Queen by Tamara Moss. Again, in the vlog I've linked up there, the one I just posted. I went to a Marissa Meyer signing and her friend Tamara Moss was there and they were talking together and she was selling this book, which is her book. And so I picked it up. This is a middle grade fantasy, and I'm about 90 pages into this. I think 89, but 90 pages into this, and I'm really enjoying it. It follows Lin Tang, and in this world, well, she lives on these islands, and in this world, there's these things called mythes, and there's like mythological creatures that are just always around. Like, it's very common to see mythological creatures, and they range from like not a threat to predators. So there's like pixies that just kind of like troublemaker, but they don't do anything really bad. And then there's like sirens that literally sink boats. So, you know, a fantasy element. And Lin Tang's idol is this pirate queen who is a criminal. And Lin Tang's mom has not really let Lin Tang, you know, flourish and do the cool shit and go on adventures she wants to do. And so one day the pirate queen comes to these islands and she takes Lin Tang. And, you know, they're going on an adventure. This is the first book in a trilogy, I do believe. And I'm really enjoying this so far. I haven't read a middle grade in a while. So it's kind of getting into the groove of the different writing of a middle grade compared to a YA. But I really wish I had something like this when I was younger, or like read something like this when I was younger, because I would have really liked seeing something so like diverse and fun when I was younger to read. Anyway, yeah, I just finished Supernova, as I've mentioned. And this is a good thing to cool down with, because not to say middle grade can't be deep, but this doesn't seem like that deep of a thing, so it's nice to cool down from Supernova with this book. So I'm liking this. I also literally just started, like I'm 1 page in, but I'm like 18 pages in because of like the filler stuff going on. Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered by Karen Kilgariff and Georgia Hardstark. This is a nonfiction memoir, and I'm pretty sure the authors are like, they have a podcast, like a true crime podcast. I don't listen to the podcast, but the title intrigued me. And so I'm reading it. I've literally read 1 page, but what I will say is that that 1 page was fucking funny. Like, I know, I don't read nonfiction very often, like I don't pick it up often, but this is like supposed to be really funny, and the first page was really funny, so I'm excited to read this. Literally just a memoir. I don't know what else to say to you about this, but yeah. I don't know what's with me and storing things in my washroom or washrooms nowadays, but you know what? That's just where we end up sometimes. What's going on in my life right now? School is so busy. Me confused. Math? Who even knows? Chemistry? Oh, it's flying over my head. Social studies doing okay. I'm a little behind. Like, there's an assignment I haven't done, like started, but it's supposed to be due like yesterday, so made a mistake. But you know, in general, so social studies doing good. It's my best class currently, and I usually hate social, so like, we don't know, tables turn. But yeah, school ain't fun. Grade 11, not a banger. But yeah, that all aside, this is a reading vlog, and November's been going pretty good for me reading-wise, like numbers-wise. So hopefully this week or weekend or however long this vlog goes well too. English is hard sometimes. But yeah, hopefully I don't look as crusty in the next clip I film. I have to get my nails redone because they've grown out a bit, but that's it. I'll see you later. Ooh, I look gross, but I just started like a few hours ago Trinkets by Kirsten Smith, and I just finished this book. I haven't had this book on my shelf for like a while, but it's been there for a good amount of time. Like, I think I got it at some point this year, and I just saw it today and was like, you know what, it's time to pick it up. It's also like a Netflix series and I want to watch it now. But I rated this book 4 stars. I really liked it. It was super fast and fun to read. Like, clearly, since I read it in like one sitting, it was like you didn't want to put it down, you know what I mean? Like, you just kept wanting to read and figure out what's going on. It was really fun. Definitely not deep contemporary, but again, like, if you want a feel-good book, definitely pick this one up. It's pretty mindless, but very fun, fast-paced, and I really enjoyed it. I might have more thoughts later, but it's like almost 12 o'clock. I was like racing to finish this before 12 o'clock so I could like have it on Goodreads as me reading it in like one day. So yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I didn't like plan to pick this up, but I'm glad I did. And yeah, that's another book that I had just on my shelf, like it's like a backlist, I guess, that I finished, which is that always feels good when you like read a book that's been on your shelf for a hot second. So yeah, this was super good, and yeah, I'm probably gonna keep reading Lin Tang now, but that I tell you because I spontaneously picked this up, so finished it. Hello. So just got home. I was out for a bit and I got a few things that I'm gonna show you. So yeah, let's start with the book. I feel like the book is the most relevant thing to start with. So I bought Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco. As you can tell, this is a mass market paperback, and I don't usually buy these. They're kind of ugly. Not the cover wise, because the cover is like the same, but I just hate them. But it was $10, and then my discount, because my Plum Plus card got me like it for $9. So I bought it instead of buying the paperback, which is more expensive. So I was like, I'll just buy this, and then if I like it, I'll buy the hardcover anyway. So bought this, and I can like break the spine and not feel bad about it. This book, I don't know much about it except for there's like Thomas Creswell and everyone swoons over him. But I'm interested in Jack the Ripper. Like, it's kind of an interesting part of history for me, so that was something that brought me in. Also, my friend, I don't know if her name's Nia or Naya, I need to ask her for a pronunciation guide. She's an online friend. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry if you're seeing this. She was telling me she just read this and she really liked it. I've heard it's gory though, so I mean, like, that's not exciting for me, but you know what? I've also been watching Throne of Pages vlogs, and she's been reading this series and she really likes it, so I'm like, I'll pick it up. There is no description on this book because it's a mass market paperback, so I don't get a description, but I'll read this tagline thing.
He murdered a woman in cold blood. He terrorized an entire city. He taunted those of us who hunted him down, but despite all these horrors, in the end, I could not deny it. I was the girl who loved the Ripper.
So I'm assuming that's the main character. What's your name? Darling, what's your name? Darling. It's written in first person, so I have no idea what her name is, but I'm assuming that's her. And yeah, I think she's, what are they called? The people who autopsy bodies. I don't know what her name is, what that job title is, but I think that's what she does, or she does that at some point. And I know there's Thomas Creswell, you know, swoony dude, and I don't know really what this is about, but I'm excited to pick this up. Next, we're going into some journaling things, because I like to follow the trend. This whole bullet journaling stuff, I've been watching silently from the sidelines and being like, I'm not creative, but I want to try. And today I was going to go get pens because my pens that I bought at the beginning of the school year either dried out or were stolen or I've just lost, and so that's upsetting. So I went to buy a new set of pens, and while I was doing that, I saw these art moleskins that have like blank pages, and I was like, I think I'm gonna pick one up. You know, maybe this is my attempt to bullet journal or reading journal or whatever. So I bought one of these and I'm really excited to try. I'm scared, but I'm excited, you know what I mean? Because I've been just watching the sidelines and getting like, oh, I want to do that. So I'm going to try that. So wish me luck, friends. A reading update. I've like read probably like 30 pages of this book. No extra thoughts, just haven't read it. But I thought it looked nice today. I'm wearing plaid pants and I usually only wear like either black pants or sometimes blue jeans, but like I got these new pants yesterday, so I was wearing them and I like them. That's the update. I'm not in my room right now because my room is a hot mess and I didn't want to have to throw things into piles that are already there, because like when I say mess I mean like mess. But I wanted to show you what I just did. So, you know, I just showed you my, like, reading journal. Yay, I'm gonna try. And, I tried. This is slightly crooked. I can feel it. It's still slightly crooked, but I tried. These two stickers are two that I ordered from Redbubble, but I hadn't found a home for, so I was just like, fuck it, let's put it on here. So, here's my reading journal of sorts. I made a spread. I tried. Now, when I show you this, don't expect books with Chloe, creative, beautiful aestheticness. Just expect a hot mess, like myself and my channel and everything I do. So, oh, let's do the first page. It has a circle, because I want to put, like, something in the circle as the first page, but I haven't decided yet, but, like, I like the squiggly circle. So I put it in here. Expect a title of some sort there. And I made a November spread. And like, it's not horrible. That's me being nice to myself. It's not horrible. It is not like top tier aesthetically beautiful, but like it's not hideous. So here it is. So yeah, that's it. What I've got here is I have my TBR portion, which I only have 2 books on my TBR for this month, which was Supernova, which I already read, and Queen of Nothing, or The Queen of Nothing. I'm kind of sad that I forgot to put the, but, you know, we live and we learn, by Holly Black, which comes out on Tuesday, which I'm really excited for. So there's my TBR, and then I want to put like a quote of the month thing, so I'm probably gonna do that later once I've read all the books I read in this month, but I want to put a quote here, maybe put something at the bottom, I don't know. And then on the other side I have the books I've read, which up until now is 4 books. Pretty simple. My handwriting is atrocious, so it took me a while to even be satisfied with those title cards, like the title typing, but I still kind of hate it, but like, you know, that's my first spread. That's spread number 1. Of how many, we don't know, but it was fun to make, and I think, I don't know, even as hideous as they may become, or they still are, it was fun to do, so I'm gonna keep doing it probably. I'm very, very bad at staying consistent, but I already committed 2 of my stickers to this, so like, we're gonna keep going. Hopefully it doesn't become one of those forgotten journals that I have plenty of. Okay, so I'm briefly going to show you, because I couldn't stop. I have what Jenna Marbles would call the too much gene, and I didn't stop, and I made another spread. So that's fun, and I like it better. But yeah, so we flip. We've got, you know, our wonderful circle as the title page. And then we have these 2, which I'll show you without I updated them. I used a midi liner or Ma liner, I don't know, I've had them for school. And I just kind of outlined these because I didn't like how bare they were. I don't like what I did here, but I like it better. And I regret putting quote of the month here because I wish I put it on the next page, but I also put this here, so when I write it down on a piece of white paper, I'll put that onto the black paper. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I didn't really update too much on this page. I did add some more stars though. But then this is this page I'm proud of. Now, looking at it on camera, it looks a little more pathetic than it looks in my mind. Like, in my mind, this is the best thing I've ever created. But what I did is, one, I love how I did the title across rather than, like, writing November twice. I don't know, that was a bit of a dumb move, but, like, it's fine. I thought that looks like, I like what I did there. It's the same thing, just, like, once. And then I did my favorite book. I want to do, like, my favorite book of the month here, and I can like write a little spiel down here about it, because, you know, I was gonna say like, oh, I should do my least favorite book of the month, but I'm like, don't feed into the pessimism, Bailey, be positive. So positivity. And then I wish I'd done quote of the month here, but I put my book spot here instead, because I think I'd actually put book spot like somewhere here, but you know, hindsight's 2020. But I put book spot here, and I'm sad because, like, I only have, like, space for one more, and that one more is gonna be Queen of Nothing. But if I buy any other books, this is gonna look horrible. So, like, I'm on a book buying ban to only buy Queen of Nothing and no other books for the rest of this month. So we'll see if I can do that. But yeah, here's my November spreads. I don't know if you care about this. I know that this is a very, like, I don't know, this is a trend. I jumped on the trend and I'm happy about it. I don't know, like, just making them was so calming and fun to do. Should I do journal with me's at the beginning of the month, or like plan with me's at the beginning of the month? I might start doing them. Comment below if you want to see me do plan with me's and make really shitty spreads. Guess who just acquired Queen of Nothing? I'm so fucking hyped, man. Like, it's in here. It's in this bag. I also got a gift card so I can buy the Indigo book box for Queen of Nothing online. I don't know if you can actually hear me. If not, that really sucks. But I bought a gift card because I don't have a credit card, so I can buy the book box because I've got a problem. It's so small though. Bitch, it's tiny. I'm expecting so much and it's just so small. I'm still in my uniform. Just ignore it. I'm like 200 pages into Queen of Nothing. I hate this book, by the way. Fun fact. I think that I am doomed from now on to never like a finale to a thing. Like Supernova, I hate it. This book, I hate. I'm never going to like a finale again. But there's a sex scene going on. And like already all the characters are acting out of character. Like Carden and Jude are acting super weird. And I hate it. Like it's really upsetting me because it's so out of character and super awkward to read. But like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't like this. I'm also really tired, but like, I have to finish reading this because I'm like, this is fucking not okay. Like, this is so weird. So I finished the sex scene, and I hated it. But also, it was really short because for some reason Holly Black in this book is doing this thing where her transitions are, like, really quick. Like, scenes are so short. Like, I think this book is so rushed. Like, it's only 305 pages, and that's so short for a finale to a series. And all the scenes are so rushed, and all the characters are acting out of character, and it's really upsetting because I really wanted to love this book, and after Supernova being like a huge disappointment, I really wanted this book to like hit the mark, and it's not. Like, Arch Enemies, best book in the Renegades trilogy, don't at me. The Wicked King, the best book in this trilogy. Like, it's just upsetting that, like, I feel like nowadays I can never, like, finales have been just disappointing me, and it hurts, man. Like, when you've been anticipating something so much, and then you don't like it, and it, like, disappoints you so fully, it's just not okay. But I'm gonna have to stop reading for now, because I have homework and shit to do. I've, like, it's really late at night, like, I've been dumb. But I'm really tired and I have homework to do and I'm stressed. But like, this book is not good and I'm upset about it. Like, it hurts. And I'm almost crying because of how much that hurts, because the beginning was promising, but now it's just like a mess. Okay, so I changed out of my uniform and I'm ready to give more coherent thoughts. Not particularly like complete thoughts on this book, but I will say that I really dislike it and I'm really disappointed after Supernova and this book that these finales aren't coming out the way I feel like I expected and anticipated. But like, it's less I don't like where the story's going, it's more the actual quality of the book. Like, it feels rushed, the characters are acting out of character, and it's really all out disappointing and it's really upsetting. Carden in particular, and Jude as well, they're just acting so weird, and as much as I love Juden, I love Wicked King Juden. Not this one, because the characters are acting so out of character that it's completely a different relationship. Like, it's really upsetting, actually, like, to love some characters, like, love characters so much, but then not actually get them in their true form in their final book, so you don't feel like you're getting any satisfaction or conclusion on them, because they're not acting at all how their characters were set up to act and have acted in the past two books, so it's really upsetting. And I'll give you more fully formed thoughts when I finish this tomorrow, because I finished both The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King in 2 days, and I've already read over 50%, I think like 60% of this book, or 60 something percent of this book, so I'm definitely going to finish this. I only have like 100 pages left, I think, on the dot to read tomorrow. So in the interest of consistency, I'm gonna read this in 2 days. But I'm really hating this book and it's really upsetting. It's currently at 3 stars. It will not be anything higher than a 3-star, and I anticipate it being a 2-star because it's not. It's getting worse the more we go on. So that's really upsetting. I need to go make a cup of tea so I can stay up all night and study for 2 tests I have tomorrow. So wish me luck, friends. Hello, I just woke up and I skipped period 1 because there was no way I'm gonna write that test because I didn't sleep enough to do that, you know what I mean? Like, it would have gone really bad, but, I just had an idea for a video, so I need to write that down. But, good morning. All this sad books and all this disappointing reading is making me sad. But also, school is stressful, you know, man? Hello. So, sorry for the horrible angle, but my room's a mess. I don't want to show you that much of it, but, I have this dilemma. So I bought an Indigo gift card yesterday. I don't know if you could hear me in the clip I talked about this, but basically I don't have a credit card, so I can't order things online. So I always get Indigo gift cards to order stuff online. And I bought this gift card to buy the Queen of Nothing book box. But if you've watched up to this point, you know I don't like this book. So while one day I do wish to, okay, you know, maybe that's a development in this whole thing because my copy is wrecked. Oh, what happened to the cover of this book? Hello. Anyway, this little scratch down the front of it, just noticed that anyway. But I don't really like this book, and I'm not really in the interest of having another copy that is the exact same as this one. While one day I do want to have all the Barnes & Noble editions, I don't exactly want 2 of this copy, so yeah. That's kind of my struggle currently because I want to get the book box, but I don't like this book and I don't want 2 copies of this book that look the exact same because I kind of hate it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm struggling, but I also still want the book box. It's really hard because, like, I guess I could technically unhaul it, but I'd rather not get it to unhaul it. You know what I mean? So that's my dilemma as of current. Yeah, also I need to finish this today, so, like, let's get this bread, but also I've got a math test before that, so this guy's on the back burner. Wicked King I read during exam season last year in grade 10, and I prioritized that over my exam studying. Like, this is not worth putting aside my schooling. Wicked King was. This is not worth it. So, yeah. Everything has come full circle. We are back in my bathroom where I started this vlog, and I'm a much less happy camper. To give you a little bit of context, I've only ever rated one book 1 star, and that was Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard, sequel to The Red Queen. Now, that is all to say that I have now rated 2 books 1 star, and this one is much more distressing. I rated The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black 1 star.
What the fuck? Is this allowed? What the fuck? Is that allowed?
Now, before y'all go all crazy on me, it's my opinion. If you like this book, do you. Although I don't see why you do like this book, I don't care if you do. Like, go ahead, that's your opinion, that's your prerogative. My prerogative is that this book was hot garbage and that it doesn't deserve to bear the Folk of the Air series title. This book was horrible. It was, like, I've read fan fiction better than this book. And, you know, this just felt like garbage fan fiction. And I don't want to go into a full review right now. I do intend to probably do a review of this book. Comment below if you'd like to see that, because I'll rush it more instead of, like, meander to get to it. But I'm not going to review this, but I will give you a few thoughts. And that is that this was bad. And it felt rushed. For one thing, if you're doing a finale to a series and it is 305 pages, you've rushed this book, or it's condensed, or there's not enough. The climax of this book was 5 pages long, and that is not okay. Your climax to your finale of a series is 5 pages long, and you expect anybody to be satisfied with that? And again, if you were, I'm not judging you, I just don't understand you. But Like, it was so bad. All the characters acted like not like themselves. Cardan, for example, didn't act at all like what he was. The whole time we're trying to justify why we should like Cardan now, which I already liked him. He doesn't have to be a nice guy, TM, for me to like him. The whole time we're in this book, we're just trying to justify why Jude might like Cardan, even though, like, I don't need that justification. The book series is called The Cruel Prince. You don't expect a nice guy, okay? Like, you don't need a nice guy. He wasn't a nice guy for this whole series, but now suddenly we have to justify him, make him like this sweet, nice guy. I hate that. Jude acted weird, and it was just horrible. Again, the climax is 5 pages long, and it's just horrible. This is like a dark high fantasy, angsty romance, whatever you want to call it, hate to love. And it's just like, it's not dark anymore. It's like vanilla, happy-go-lucky, just that's all it is. It lost all the allure of this dark, brooding fantasy that the first 2 books were. The Wicked King is a literal masterpiece in my eyes, and this book did not do it justice as a finale. Like, honestly, the Juden that I love, the Juden from The Wicked King, did not get any resolution in this book. Any Juden that occurs in this book is no resolution to the Juden that occurs in The Wicked King, because this is nowhere near the same characters, the same story, the same anything. It got to the point in this book that I was hoping, praying, just really, really like sitting in my mind, like, maybe Holly Black has played us all, and she's actually gonna do on like the last page, this was all a dream. It was all a hallucination, and none of it happened. And although that is the worst trope to ever exist, I would have preferred it so much more to this book. Like, if at the last page, she just went like, and Jude woke up and it was all a dream, I would have been elated. Because then that would mean that none of this shit happened, and I could rest easy. Like, I'm so amazed that this got published. Like, it's just, it's amazing to me. It's astonishing, and anything can happen, people. This is proof. You know, like, I'm not trying to be mean. I love The Wicked King. I love The Cruel Prince. I don't dislike Holly Black's writing. This book shouldn't exist. It was just horrible. And yeah, definitely gonna review this. And I don't know when. Again, if you really want to see me review this, comment below and I'll push it up in my schedule. But yeah, this book was really bad. So that was really disappointing because 2 of my most anticipated releases came out in this month and were the finales to trilogies and were preceded with the best books ever. And I hated them both. While I didn't hate Supernova as much as I hated this book, it's so upsetting. Like, I can't stand this. I'm like, should I never read series again? Because clearly I can never love a finale to a series again or a trilogy. It's just really upsetting. Like, rating books lowly doesn't concern me. It doesn't make me sad. But rating Supernova and The Queen of Nothing so low, like especially The Queen of Nothing, hurts me to do because of how invested and how much I love the rest of the books. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to love this. I didn't go into this wanting to hate it. I went into this wanting to love it. This was my most anticipated book of the year. I just can't believe this happened, you know what I mean? Like, this hurts. Like, I didn't shed a single tear during this book, as opposed to The Wicked King, in which I was bawling my eyes out for hours after I finished that book. This book, all I wanted to do was scream because it was so bad. That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to hear my thoughts, I'll do a review. If you've read this book and you want to discuss it with me, DM me on Twitter or Instagram. I'd love to talk to you, but this book was really bad. It's a hideous cover. It's a hideous book. I'm angry. Like, it had so much promise, and then it was bad. So, yay. Again, I'm ending this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Bailey. Bye.